try it a different way. So I'm going to go File, Open. Or you know what? I can import it. Let me do this. I'm gonna create a new file. Let's see if I can import a DWG file. So I created a new 18 by 24 file. I'm gonna turn my rulers on just so we can see how everything's going.
You still on AutoCAD?
No, I'm in Illustrator. Yeah. So I can place it. No, I can't draw it. I have to import it. Alright, so this is gonna be my print file, right? I'm gonna print from. So that'll be there. But now I'm gonna open up this CAD file again, this DWG file. And I'm going to scale it again. Okay? I want my scale to be, maybe I needed to go 192 here. It could have been that. 192 now equals 1. So let's see if that was it.
Okay.
Let's hope that was it.
That's inches, right?
I think that might have been it. Yes. Alright, so there we go. That was it. I just had
So why is the white paper outside of?
because technically both of them together is bigger than 18 by 24. But you're only doing one.
So where did you, I'm sorry, where did you?
Alright, so let's go through it again.
Gotcha.
So what I simply did, I'm gonna exit out. I'm gonna say File, Open. Pick this. I said it backwards. I said 1 equals 192. That just scaled up what was already there by 192, making it even worse.
192 where?
Yeah. So now I'm saying when I say scale by, I can scale it by percentage here, but I don't want to go through that percentage through like the fifth decimal to get it exactly.
Right.
This is where fractions are just better. Or exact. So if I go 192 now equals 1
In inches, right?
in inches.
Okay.
Yes. I scaled it down and it opened up right here, perfectly sized and formatted. Okay. Now slide the one I need over here in place. Delete the other one. Okay, y'all with me? Now I'm gonna. Huh?
Mine's gonna come
Hold on,
on.
so breaking on scale, from scale you did 1 over 192
Yes.
in inches.
192 then down to will be reduced to 1.
Are all of your contour lines there? I only see one.
They're all here.
Oh,
They're here. I don't know if it's too light. I see them on my screen.
okay.
So some people say they didn't get the same thing. This might be why. When I first opened it, I first created my own file, then file new, and I created something that's 18 by 24.
Oh,
And so what that did was when I opened a new file, my default template was 18 by 24. Did I get that? But if that's not the case, I could just copy and paste into my 18 by 24. Because I can copy and paste between files. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to go one more time. Open here. 192. Okay, that's what I want. And what I'm going to use to actually draw my contours, because I'm just moving this over real quick. I'm going to use the pen tool to draw new contours, okay? Y'all with me? Alright. And before I do that, I'm going to go to View. I want to make sure I'm snapping to points, so I can snap to my endpoints, okay? And then I'm going to just click on the pen tool, which is right here. Snap there. I'm just going to draw the next piece like that. Okay? I'm just doing it quick. I want y'all to be a little bit more detailed than me. Now what I'll tell you is when you do a bunch of little increments, like each time I'm giving a new point, a selection point, the more selection points I give it, the less curved and smooth it'll be. Because it's hard to smooth around a bunch of rigid like control points. So if I give it less, I want to give it only like necessary ones so I can keep it as smooth as possible.
How many you think is necessary?
Huh?
How many you think is
Oh, I clicked wrong. So what?
How many you think is necessary?
Just for like almost every dip in and out, like I'll do one, something like that. Okay? I double click right here by mistake, so disregard that. But this is basically my new contour line. Okay? And I keep going through and doing
How
that,
did you
filling it all
say
in.
you turned on the snaps?
Yeah, so it's naturally already on, but just view snap to point. Not to grid, but to point. Then I can do my next one. Bam, bam. And you'll kind of get used to it and redo it if it is not coming out right. Okay, like get used to drawing it and making it look good. Some of these things I'm letting go. I don't want you guys to let it go if it's starting to look weird. Okay.
so what about the next 2 points? Cause you
Huh?
do.
They not gonna fit, are they?
It squeezes. They're supposed to squeeze real tight.
Okay.
Now what I can do though is after the fact.
No, I just didn't know if you was going crazy.
I mean, I'm just drawing it right now. Like I would go back and say, oh, I gotta maybe move this one over a little bit if I'm gonna fit them all in there.
Okay.
Now, I want y'all to do that. I'm just showing you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can also edit the points after the fact. Okay? Like that one, that squeeze right there, that's all. Right here, I'm not getting through that bottleneck right there with the 5 lines. Because I drew it wrong the first time.
Cause I will be the one to get home confused, like, I what I'm supposed to do.
But you guys get it though?
Yeah.
Adding more and more lines, going through, making it look good. It don't look too bad, right?
So
Except for some really
one
bad
point
parts.
has to touch the other point of the top to the bottom.
Say it again?
So one point has to touch the other point like in the top.
Yes, every time you wanna connect, end to end, that is important.
You can make a mistake.
What, it didn't connect? Oh, this right here, yeah, I double click once.
So then I guess after you do that, then you print it out.
Yes, after you go through and do all of these, now remember also, you have to, like, on this one, you gotta come around and do some of this stuff as well. So you gotta actually, come around this piece as well. I'm just drawing it any type of way, it don't matter. Okay? You gotta end up, oh, I didn't click on it yet. We gotta end up at the same point. Now, here's the other thing. This is my selection tool, where I can select different things, right? But this right here, this is my direct selection tool, where I can actually select control points and I can edit those. Okay, I can even create new control points. So what I can do is say, let me zoom in. This yellow is hard to see, isn't it? Alright. So let's say like I did 1 point off and I want to fix that 1 point. I can go back into here, I can select this item, and I can even double click, and it'll take me to my direct selection sometimes. Oh shoot, no, I gotta click on my direct selection. And then I click on this point, double click on it, sorry, and I can move it and adjust just that point. I see that?
Oh, okay.
So I can adjust it after the fact. I can also adjust this handle to make that little thing that gives it the curve a different way too. Okay?
Okay.
What tool was that?
So that's the direct select tool. This yellow is very hard to see though. That's for sure. Y'all with me?
Are both sections like rated the same?
Huh?
Like, am I like focusing on like topography and designs equally?
I mean, at this point, it's not as much about the design as much as just the look. Like design from it just make it look good. Make it look smooth, nice, or whatever. But okay, you guys feel like you got enough? DWG, well, I have the export as DWG, I'm sorry.
Now,
y'all.
did you move
File,
that?
export, say it again?
Did you move
DWG.
that thing to just the one part that you needed?
Yeah, I would delete the rest of it. But you can't save it as a DWG, you have to export it as a DWG, okay?
Okay.
So just delete the rest and only put what we need on that white part.
Right.
Whose is this?
So, oh, you need money.